When Dragon Ball transitioned into the Saiyan saga, the entire landscape of the series changed. Goku, the undersized martial artist and part monkey child, became a member of an intergalactic bloodthirsty race of warriors. Enemies grew in power, and Goku's feats of strength rose in notoriety as large-scale battles became the focus of the franchise. The currently ongoing Dragon Ball Daima, however, promises a return to the series' roots, shifting focus once again to the wonder and adventures that made Dragon Ball so special in the first place.
He was special.
When Daima was announced to be shrinking its cast down to miniature size, many fans became worried that the series would be prone to the same mistakes that made GT so divisive. That series, now considered non-canon to the main timeline of events, also attempted to revive Dragon Ball's adventurous spirit, but missed the mark considerably. A shift back towards action and the introduction of the universally loved Super Saiyan 4 saved GT from its disastrous start, making use of a safety net that Daima does not have access to. However, after the airing of a few episodes, it seems Dragon Ball's newest anime will be just fine, already showcasing that the wonder of the series is still very much alive. All new settings and the featuring of underutilized characters on a journey courtesy of the mind of the great Akira Toriyama, Daima has all the necessary tools to be the best entry into the Dragon Ball franchise in years.
He's good. With my help, he could be the best.
Dragon Ball is best known for its action, featuring battles that span long sections of its numerous manga and anime continuations. The fight between Goku and Frieza on Namek, spanning over 20 episodes of the Dragon Ball Z anime, is one of the more iconic belonging to the medium. And when the Super Saiyan transformation was introduced, the series' status as an action shonen was cemented. That wasn't always Dragon Ball's focus though. When Goku and friends were originally introduced to the anime world, their adventures were filled with a wonder and whimsy that was largely lost during the shift into Dragon Ball Z. And that isn't to say that the action was lacking, as the original Dragon Ball anime still boasts some of the best fights the franchise has seen. But as villains increased in strength and the stakes continued to rise, the lightheartedness which defined the early portions of the series took a back seat to grand displays of power. Dragon Ball Daima, in the few episodes currently available, has seemingly recaptured what was lost. Immediately, characters that have become so familiar to fans have been thrust into the Demon Realm, a wondrous world previously unexplored by the franchise. With added comedy, another trait of the series abandoned over time, Dragon Ball's original spirit shines through in spades. The anime's first glimpse of action also gives a strong impression that Daima will be able to avoid the series' past mistakes.
I got my fingers crossed. Crossed!
Shrinking Goku is not a new concept to Dragon Ball, as GT played with a similar concept nearly 30 years ago in an attempt to also recapture the series' original magic. Not unlike Daima, the series formed a team of underutilized characters around Goku before setting them off on an adventure across unfamiliar lands. The idea is undeniably interesting and fresh for a series that already covers 40 or so years of its protagonist's life. GT's main issue, though, among many, was that it sacrificed action in its return to adventure. Following Dragon Ball's shift into battle-based storytelling, the complete turnaround is a bit of a whiplash, and unfortunately for GT, the anime wasn't interesting enough to stand on its own through its early portions. Daima, having the distinct advantage of Akira Toriyama at the helm along with buttery smooth modern animation, seems to have found the right balance, and thanks to a talented staff and an all-new setting for the series, Daima's third episode showcases a fight sequence that is largely new to Dragon Ball. The series' fights have always been typically taken place in vast open spaces in order to allow the characters' abilities to really shine. Daima's first real battle, however, happens in a bar and features excellent choreography unique to a confined space. If the series' fights continue to feel new and exciting, the anime will be able to achieve what the franchise has been unable to since the original Dragon Ball, a perfect balance between adventure and action.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
By returning to its roots while retaining the action for which it's known, Dragon Ball has an opportunity to venture into lanes never before travelled by the series. Already, in Daima's third episode, fittingly titled Daima, the anime strongly resembles a sort of space western as Goku and the Supreme Kai travel to the Demon Realm. The newly introduced Glorio plays the role of a Han Solo type as the brooding, mysterious resident of the third demon world shows the two Earthlings around. In a new land that is so distinctly the creation of Akira Toriyama, the possibilities are endless in terms of what Goku and company get up to or who they may have to fight. So far, Daima has featured magicians like Goma, Glyn the Supreme Kai, Namekians like Neva, hostile troll-like bandits, and other unspecified beings belonging to the Demon Realm. It seems Dragon Ball's newest anime has endless potential characters for the cast to interact with, many of whom have never seen the spotlight before. Dragon Ball Daima has already proven to capture the adventurous wonder previously unique to portions of the series prior to the Saiyan saga. Featuring modern visuals and writing courtesy of Akira Toriyama, the anime has all the tools it needs to become the best entry to the franchise in over 30 years. Upcoming episodes promise to capture Dragon Ball's old magic, making Daima a must-watch anime this season.
Whoa, whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.